Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Buy Ho Sell. I just want to start the video up by thanking everyone that has subscribed to the channel. We have grew over 400% in the last 2 weeks. The channel is really growing. I can't believe how quickly we've got to 103 digit. It's delightful. It really is great. The feedback's coming back. I'm loving how this is all going, and by the sounds of it, you're getting a lot out of it too. So let's keep growing together. Let's keep winning together. Let's keep earning together. Some great bangers recently. If anyone's bought into any of my tips, Active Energy is up. Zomedica is up. BNGO is up. Foley Trazamine only dropped a video. It's up 20% yesterday and it's looking like it's going to go up today further. And the big hitters, Tesla's on the throb, Apple's on the throb, Facebook's on the throb. You know, the list goes on really. We're getting buck wild, guys, and tell you what, I'm going to be serving up a few more of these treats so you can all dig in. It's phenomenal. It's a good time to be going, and today's video is all about the uncertainty that perhaps we're going to face now that Trump is leaving the White House as we speak. I think he's getting his horse and cart out of there right now. What does it mean when Biden's going to come in? Nobody really knows for sure what it will bring, but we have a bit of an indicator. Some of the plans he's talking about, the stimulus package that came out on Friday. Let's explore it, guys. Just going to be a quick video to give us a wee bit of an insight. Before we get into it, don't forget to like. We're still growing the channel. Look at what we've been able to do in 2 short weeks. 400% gain, up to 100. I'm excited. 1,000 is the next target. Let's go, baby. Okay, guys, so a couple of things that I'd be thinking about when Biden's coming in is, first of all, he's going to have to correct a lot of wrongs with Trump. He's going to move towards, renewable energy, things that are going to protect the environment, things that are going to hit our carbon emissions, all the stuff that I previously talked about in different videws. Go into the archives. I've actually done a good one about an ETF, the Global Clean Energy one, where I sort of talked about Biden's goals. In short, this is what he's going to move towards. He's going to get rid of all the Trump mistakes that he has made. I think before Trump left the White House, he actually signed some sort of deal to make oil, and he's going to kill polar bears or something. He's a mess of a guy anyway. Biden's going to have to clear up all that mess, but it's going to be positive if you're looking at stocks that are forward thinking about the environment, renewable energy, renewable EV plays, things like that are going to throw up. So I feel that is your safe haven perhaps to move into. A lot of my stocks are that kind of way of thinking, so I feel a bit of comfort in that. Secondly, COVID is very much with us, and it is crippling the economy, and it's putting a lot of people out of work. How does he manage to tackle that problem? Obviously stimulus packages, he's talking about pumping a lot of money in, which is great for the short term. It's just a sticking plaster. Pumping loads of money in, it is great for short-term investors, and I feel that, in the next 6 months, we're probably going to be in a safe space. However, what does that mean for the long term? What point do investors start to panic and start realizing, this is all being propped up and it could crash at any time? And I do believe that there's going to be a correction at some stage this year. So when does that come to boiling point, and when do you decide to pull out your money? Just how big can the US deficit become before it becomes a real issue? So the whole market crashed in March. Everything was going, the world was ending, and look at it already, less than a year later, we're at all-time highs. But yet, COVID is probably the worst it's ever been in the majority of the countries around the world. So if you even just look at it in a simplistic way, it doesn't tie up, guys. There is going to be a correction, I'm sure of that. I believe for the next 6 months, we'll be able to ride the good times. But there will be a point where you really need to consider, this is getting very edgy. And I don't know the answers, so do not hold me to this. I'm not a financial advisor. Again, everybody needs to do their own due diligence, but just in terms of how I'm going to play it, I feel that if you stick to these sectors, we'll be able to play it out for a good bit. These are all unknowns and so many uncertainties out there. They really would put the fear of God up you. But look, it's not all doom and gloom. We'll have a look at some positive news articles right there. Okay, so looking on CNBC, Biden's agenda could start growth stocks and interest rates higher. Joe Biden's stimulus plans has boosted the stock market already and is expected to fuel more economic growth, higher interest rates, and more stock market gains. Okay, so the Biden agenda is expected to result in a faster growing economy, a stronger stock market, and higher interest rates in its first year. Buck wild, guys, buck wild. So look at this here, guys. 13% gain in the S&P since the election is the best for any president since at least 1952. You've got to think about something like that. We are literally at the bull market, guys. Everything you touch pretty much goes to gold at the minute, so you really have to reel it in. This whole penny stocks throbbing, jumping on every type of thing. Yes, it's all well and good, and yes, it's probably going to win at the minute, but it's a dodgy game, guys. You've got to be thinking longer growth, full time. Yes, of course, have a part of your portfolio for higher risk, especially at this young age, guys. Why not? Gotta be thinking long term. Again, just a bit more news on that there. He's already proposed a 1.9 trillion relief package. And then they talk about the energy changes as well. Not going to read about it, guys. Like I said, do go into the archives, check out my video about the global clean energy ETF. That is the one you want to be investing in. Again, that's not financial advice, that's just my opinion, but go for it. And look, guys, it's even talking about the global clean energy, the one that I brought to use, guys. I brought this information to use weeks ago. It's been, look at the growth it's had recently, throbbing, guys. Okay, guys, look, that's the video. It was just a bit of an insight. Some people have been asking me, what does it mean? Should they be nervous about it? Truth is, no one really ever really knows when it comes to these kind of things, but all in all, I think if you're invested in the kind of sectors that I'm about and what this page is about, take a wee bit of comfort in that. There is going to be a correction this year. I'm pretty damn sure of it, so I keep advising everybody, play with maybe 3/4 of your money in, keep a bit out to be able to buy dips, to be able to assess if if there is a bit of a downturn coming. But all in all, first year of a presidency, Biden's in. I think we could still see big gains here, but a lot of these stocks are at all-time highs, and it is a bit nervy when you consider that March time, it was the end of the world. We're not even a year on and we're at all-time highs. It does make me a wee bit nervous, but listen, guys, can't earn no money if your money's sitting in the bank or under the mattress, so remember that. Please like, please subscribe. If you found the video informative, give me the feedback. Appreciate it, guys. All the best. Thanks.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.